Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on congruence and similarity. Congruent figures. To understand the concept of congruent figures, we will restrict our conversation to plain figures only at this stage. Congruent figures are exactly the same in all respects. Congruent figures have the same shape and size. They are an exact replica of each other. Let's look at these examples. The two rectangles are congruent figures. They are the same size and the same shape. The same can be said for the two triangles. So those rectangles are the same size and shape. The triangles are the same size and shape. Hence they are congruent. Similar figures. Similar figures have exactly the same shape, but not necessarily the same size. Let's look at the examples of the circles and the squares. The two circles are similar figures. They are the same shape, but not necessarily the same size. The same can be said for the two squares, so that's quite self-explanatory. Similar triangles. Questions relating to similar triangles are very popular in mathematics. Given that the above two triangles are similar, we have the corresponding angles are equal. That means angle A equals angle D, angle B equals angle E, and angle C equals angle F. The corresponding sides are in the same proportion. That means AB over BC equals DE over EF. So AB over BC equals DE over EF. We have AB over AC equals DE over DF. So AB over AC equals DE over DF. And we have AC over BC equals DF over EF. So it's AC over BC equals DF over EF. Let's look at a very typical question on similarity involving two triangles. We are given the triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So that is actually a given. In that case, what is the value of y? So I've drawn the two triangles so they are in the same orientation, so it's easy to marry up the sides together. Okay, the corresponding sides. That's quite easy. Just to easily explain how this process works. So we have 24 over 18. So that side over this side, okay, will equal y over 27. See, those two corresponding sides, and we have those two corresponding sides. So those ratios are equal. When we cross multiply, we get 18y equals 24 by 27. 18y equals 24 by 27. So 18y is 648. So y equals 648 divided by 18. So y equals 36 centimetres. So this video has introduced us to the idea of congruence and similarity. We've shown and used some examples to illustrate this idea, and we've just seen a very typical question on similarity with respect to two triangles. Now, let's have a quick quiz on this and see how we go. Answer true or false. Congruent figures have the same shape. That is true, because that's what we saw in the lesson. So that answer is true. Similar figures must be the same size. That's false. We saw in the lesson that similar figures, they have the same shape, but they do not have to have the same size. If two triangles are similar, then the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. That is true, and we saw that example illustrated in the previous slide. So I'll move on to the last slide now, and here it is.